Hello, ZPA community. I love it. It's Monday Mania. I know many of you are just on our Facebook Live in the group at 9 p.m., our Live It Facebook Live, and this is our Share It and Build It. And we got a special one for you tonight. We've been building this whole 3-week campaign on getting lean in 2017, as Renita says it. And that's exactly what I'm looking at right there. Renita, who's now looking at the camera the way she's supposed to. Renita, say hi to the community.
Hi, everybody. I'm so happy you got it right tonight. Lean in 2017. We can't say that 2007. That's way too long, Mark. It's way too wordy.
I'm just too old, Renita. I'm just not as hip as you. We know that.
That's funny.
So ZPA family, the whole goal here, and Chris, who's a little like, he's a little red thing, he just told me something really cool. We're going to be able to take all these videos and actually make them become Facebook Live. So once we film them, we're going to, but over the next week or two, as we launch the ZPA business building closed group, we're going to actually stream these Facebook Lives so it'd be a Facebook Live. So you can watch it on the YouTube channel, you can watch it on the Hangout page, or you can do a Facebook Live. So Chris is our magic man. I'm so glad he said that. So get ready for that. But before we dive into the content, I just want to remind everyone new, if you just go, I'm going to show you my screen here. If you simply go to Zen Project 8, youtube.com/ZenProject8, and I'm going to share it right here. Under playlists, you're going to see right here under playlists, you'll see it will be sharing and building with Zen. And all of these are right here. So last week's, the December 5th, all of these are here. And then we're going to also be adding these to Facebook. But this is something that if you have someone living ZPA and they're, hey, you know what? I'm ready to share it. Get them started with this. Have them starting to understand the strategies, because this is real life teaching. And our goal, Renita and my goal, was simple. From the 5th of December to the 12th of December to now the 19th of December was to start teaching you the model of how to launch. And we're going to kind of bring it all together tonight by talking about touch points, by talking about marketing strategies on your main 5 different ones that you can implement, and some new assets that you have available as you start your marketing campaign. How's that all sound, Renita?
I love it, Mark. I'm so excited for Get Lean in 2017. And you guys you all have an active audience watching you every day on Facebook Live. Put some good content out there right now so people want to listen to what you have to say. You know, like this week on the news, I'm going to be talking about, hey, what's the true way to have success with your New Year's resolutions? I'm going to start talking and using that verbiage, and people are looking at you thinking, hey, this person's a resource. They got some kind of program or plan that's really rocking and working. I want to plug into what they know. So make yourself a resource on social media. People love that.
Yeah, and you know, the whole thing, I talked about this on the Facebook Live. We started our beta in January last year, January 2016, not 2017. So we did this whole year, and what's so exciting is we officially launched ZPA in March, and now we have all the assets. Now we're really teaching people. We have so many amazing success stories. Now we're really driving the sharers and the builders. And that's where everyone on this webcast now, you are really the leaders within your community. And our goal for this entire Get Lean in 2017 model, I'm getting it, Renita. This whole object is to create these leaders throughout the community, which is why we're doing a tour in North Dakota in Bismarck with Renita on January 3rd. Then we're going to South Dakota on January 17th. Then we're going to Billings, Montana on January 18th. And we're close to looking at Houston the following week, as well as something in Tampa, Florida. So just so you know, the whole goal here is that you can get this education and skill set over the next couple months. So come the Get Ready for Summer campaign, you are leading it, you understand it, and the training, then you'll be able to duplicate this training to your team, just like Renita's done through the many years.
Yeah, I love it. You know what I'm thinking, Mark, when you're saying those states, I'm like, why is the Midwest tearing everything up? Where's the rest of the country? Come on, kids.
I know, and California's coming. California's coming. So there's only so much time I have to tour. But we are going in the hottest spots that are leading. That's where we're starting the tour. And then all the outskirts and all the other states that want to be part of it, we're going to make that next run for the summer. And that's how we change this year. We're going to change the course. We're going to find 20, 30 states. We're going to be touring all throughout. And then once we do an event, then that leader there leads that event and leads that movement throughout the community.
Yeah, so, I love that, Mark. I love it.
So tonight, let's do a recap first, Renita. So we talked about, on our 5th one, we talked about the theme. So everything you do, and you've missed that webcast, make sure you watch it, was Get Lean in 2017. So something that speaks to a benefit that the majority of the population wants and a time frame. So you're connecting it to the time of the year. We then said, once you get the theme down, you need an offer. Now we're going to have 2 different offers. Our main offer come January, which is still right now, is the Transform Pack. So we know that that's a $355. You sell that retail, you make the $50 difference wholesale retail plus the $40 retail sale bonus. So $90 per pack sold. But we did something special that we launched last week. I'm going to show that blog right now. And that was designed for people on your team that are not into Zen. I talked to Kathleen Paredes, and she's all, I'm reaching out to all my builders that don't do Zen and people who have been on the fence. And we took $100 off and we made it $250. So let me show you that blog. Where is that blog? Right here. So once you know the theme, you then want to start looking at what the offer. And one of the main offers that people are driving right now is this Get Lean in 2017. And it's under blog, and it's right here, December 12th. And you can see the packs for Canada and for the US for people to get started. So Renita, once we get the theme and the offer, what else do you want to add to that before we talk about some of the new material we have tonight?
Well, I think it's great that we're out there offering that on our social media pages and with our teams. Like I said, the biggest place that I'm running this big holiday promo there, Mark, for $250 is really through my current distributor base, much like Kathleen is doing. I'm going down through my team and I'm saying, hey, listen, you guys maybe haven't done a true 8-week Zen Project 8 run. This is your chance, because as we know, you have to be a believer to get out and share this message, right? And eventually belief leads to conviction. And I really believe, Mark, those are going to be our biggest business builders, like myself, like Kathleen, like the Marys. I mean, I think it's surpassed belief and it's gone to conviction. I mean, we just know this lifestyle is what everybody in the United States and the world needs to be living to really set themselves free of that diet mentality. So I think the biggest thing is, make sure you're consuming it yourself. Make sure you're getting your business builders on that kit for $250, because that literally is, it's $100 off the retail price. It's an incredible savings. And so now is the time. What a gift to give yourself, but great health, right, Mark?
Yeah, and as we talked about last week too, remember, there's no front end money on that, and that's against a lot of what we want to teach. We want front end and back end money. So this promo was designed with the purpose to get the people not engaged. Right. But now we're starting to look at December 19th, next week with the 26th, and then right into that we go into the 2nd of January. And this is where we want to start looking at what it's the run we're going to make all through January and February, because that's the new year. You probably have the 6 weeks.
Right.
The whole month of January, first 2 weeks of February, and then the luster of New Year starts to fade off, and we start moving into March and April, get ready for summer. So this is a big 6-week run in January. We can even call it 8 weeks. These 2 weeks plus the whole month of January plus the first couple weeks of February. So when we look at that, now we want to think of what's some campaign messaging we can get behind. So I'm going to show a new flyer that we're going to post in the group tomorrow that's coming out. So once you know your theme, once you have your offer, then you need some type of marketing flyer. So let me pull this up right here. Where is it? Right here. So let's go through this. So I talked to Renita about this flyer, and it's super, super simple. So the theme of Get Lean in 2017, the branding of Zen Project 8. Do you want to? So we're not talking about, taking products right now. We're not talking about doing an 8-week program. We're leading people in with what are the benefits they want by asking them a question. Do you want to burn fat, increase energy, eliminate sugar cravings, build muscle, achieve permanent results? I think the majority of people I speak to would say yes to all 5. What about you, Renita? Renita? I think I lost Renita on that. Okay, let me go back to here. Okay, so I think as Renita's coming back, I think we dropped her on that. So as we go back here, and we'll wait till she comes back on. But once you look at those 5 things, that's what people would like. Then the next thing you got to look at is the 3 steps to taking your body to the next level in 2017. Learning why diets fail. So immediately we're separating ourselves with why we're different. Experiencing how to eat the food you love and still maximize your results. Evolving your food and fitness plan into a new way of life for you and your family. And then you have the pictures that show basically the benefits that people want. And then we have the food that starts creating this experience. And then the call to action, start your New Year transformation today. And then we let a little space here where you can type in your URL on the PDF, or you can actually post something on there like a sticker from that perspective on that. Let me see if Renita's back on. Renita, are you back on with me? No, I think she's off. Chris, you can hear me though, correct? Let me bring Chris back on, make sure we don't have technical.
You're on, you're loud and clear.
Okay. So guys, we're going without the Renita Brennan right now. She'll come back on and she'll jump in. But what I want you to think about is when you look at this flyer, now you know the theme, you have the offer, but now we're starting to build the marketing aspect that starts setting you up to win. And this is where we're looking at touch points. And this is what I really want to think about tonight, and I want you to think about. Touch points are not sharing the same message every time with your audience. So you have a list of everything. You have what people are implementing. You've set up these strategies to set people up to win. And now if you just keep telling them, hey, we're doing a Get Lean in 2017 campaign, or hey, we have this great offer for $250. No, you have to keep it fresh. You have to start thinking about the touch points. What studies have shown is that it takes people 7 different touch points, 7 different times to be contacted to actually want to make a difference, to actually want to make an impact. And that's what we have to look at. So let's look at 3 that we've already had so far. The campaign of Get Lean in 2017. I can call someone up and say, hey, John, there's this great new movement that we're taking on for the new year. It's Get Lean in 2017. Have you thought about your health goals? Yeah, Mark, that sounds great. Do you have more info? Yeah, there's a great promo coming out. Promo comes out. Hey, John, this is the new promo for Get Lean in 2017. Really going to set you up to win. Hey, do you have more info about the program? You bet. Check out this new flyer about Get Lean in 2017. Really shows the benefits. And what's cool about this, John, is we're really looking at making a difference. You know, why dieting fails? You know, the majority of people buy a new diet book every 90 days, and we want to set people up to win. And then, you know, I think, John, do you want to eat the food you love? Yeah, I do, Mark. Right here. That's why our program teaches you how to eat the food you love. And then what about making this work for you and your family? Are you open for that? Of course I am, Mark. So right there, you saw I threw out 3 different touch points to one contact to set them up to win. Is Renita back now?
I don't know what happened. Maybe it's the 36 inches of snow, Mark. I don't know.
That's North Dakota. But so we talked about the flyer. So I'm going to bring you in one moment. So Renita will come right back in. So we're talking about Renita. We talked about the message, the offer, the flyer. Now, guys, on these touch points, what we want to look at is how can you from now leading into January have more different assets. So I'm going to share some assets that you can tap into right now. And then I really want Renita's flow on how she delivers additional information. So let's go here. So a couple other assets you can implement. You have the flyer now. Now I will post that in the group tomorrow. But what about when we go back to the blog? What about the blog we did right here? If I go here and you can see this right here, when we start thinking about the blog on dropping 90 pounds, Monica had an amazing transformation. So now you're showing the flyer, the theme, the benefits they can get, how we're different, some visuals of people fit plus some foods they can eat. And now you're showing a transformation. So now you're taking a concept to belief. And that's where a transformation comes in. Now, what else? Let me share a couple more and then I'll bring Renita right in on this. So then we look at, okay, what else do we have? Well, you guys know we just launched a new blog about the 3 holiday treats. That's something you could send this week. So let me bring that blog up though. If you go back to the Jeunesse site, come right here. You look at the blog right here. This was the blog that I posted in the group as well about the healthy holiday treats using ZenFuse. So we're starting to see this. Renita, so what are your thoughts? So we've talked about the offer, the flyer, a success story, the holiday treats. I'm going to show some recipes in a moment, but tell me what you think on how you market to people to keep giving them new stuff so that they can actually start seeing the possibility of how it works for them.
I love it, Mark. You know, I do a lot on social media. I love Facebook Lives. Sometimes I think people think they have to be perfect before they go live. And sometimes that imperfection is what really is relatable to other people. So for me, sometimes it's as simple as being in my kitchen saying, hey, today I'm going to make a chocolate peppermint mocha shake. And people are like, what is that? And I'm scooping my chocolate ZenFuse along with some brewed coffee, along with a little bit of peppermint extract and ice. And I'm blending that up. And then instantly like people are like, well, where do you get, and when you drink it, it literally tastes like something amazing. And people are like, where did you get that Zen Fuse? Where can I get some of that? It never fails when I use Zen in recipes. I made an amazing peanut butter cookie last week on the news, and I had the Zen Fuse shake mix there. But after the news, I had people saying, oh my gosh, I made that cookie. Where can I get that Zen shake mix? I used some other protein, but I feel like I want to use the Zen because that's what you say to use, and that's what the best is. People will buy into what you're doing and the resources that that you're using. So if you're having that Zen Fuse shake, they want to use that. Another major thing I'm doing is, up here in North Dakota, Mark knows this, I do a lot of grocery shopping adventures. And I'm getting people prepared right now. I'm like, listen, if you're going to start an 8-week run in January, I got a big party at my house next week on the 27th, right after Christmas, right after people have overindulged yet again. And they're going to be coming to my house. We're going to pack it out. And what I do then is I point to a resource where we go to the grocery store and I teach people how to read labels. But for those of you that don't say, Renita, I don't know how to read a label, just take along your Zen Detox booklet and show them the proteins, the fats, and the carbs. And they'll be like, where can I get that booklet? Bingo, ding, 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 ding. I can't have this one, but when you get your Transform 8-week kit, boom, that booklet will come in there. So for me, many times, I do the takeaway, Mark. I show it to them. I'm like, nope, you can't have that quite yet.
I love the takeaway.
Yeah, I do the takeaway. And then they want it more because they're like, I need that booklet. I need a resource that is just cut and dry and so beautifully done that I can just pull out of my purse when I'm at the grocery store and just buy those foods, Renita. So those are some of the things that I'm doing here. I'm making recipes via social media, live videos, maybe just posting some recipes. It's a never fail when people will say, hey, where do I get that Zen Fuse? Send me your link. So, I mean, I think this month so far, I've gotten about 13 retail customers. And but the month's not over. I feel like January is really our biggest month with everything that we have going on. But this is kind of the lead in. So for those of you that don't do grocery shopping adventures, you don't have to know it all. Just stay in the outskirts of the store and take that Zen Project 8 booklet along. And that's really all you need.
100%. And that, we did a great, I'll post it in the group too, the segment we did with Headline News when we did a grocery shopping adventure too. It's same thing. I mean, people think they have to be perfect at it. This is why you have to live the program. If you live it, you can do a grocery shopping adventure because you have so much more information than everyone else. And that's what, and I love what you just talked about from what you're sharing, because everyone, we're going to have a new blog this week that will be about detoxing. And this is about giving your body an oil change. And these become great marketing. And that's why I love that we started adding the recipes to the group, because you could simply share that blog when it comes out and ask a question. Hey, do you know that your body needs an oil change? Immediately something like that. What do you mean on that? And then you can say, well, check out this blog. And then you can say, now, the other thing is people think food doesn't taste good. Well, you can simply, and I'm only going to share one, but you can share shake recipes. But, you can share something like right here, where you have a chicken salad that most people don't even know they can eat this, and you have a tasty recipe. This is why what's important to start seeing is what we've done over the past year is we've launched a theme, we're creating offers, we have all these cool marketing assets, and now you're starting to see how you can apply them to do at least 7 touch points for your community, whether it's an individual, whether it's a group, but you're coming at them with 7 different themed messages that are all the same goal, but it's showing them the variety of what they can achieve. What do you think, Renita?
I love it. And I think detox is a buzzword right now. Like you said, everybody has eaten way too much sugar and the holiday season is not over yet. And they are actually kind of miserable, to be honest. And they're thinking, I need to drop some weight. New Year's resolutions, that's always a hot ticket this time of year. But just throwing that word detox, I'm going to detox. Sometimes it's as simple as like go and find a visual of the word detox and put it out there and say, I'm going to be detoxing for the next week. Who's with me? You'll be amazed with how many people want to get with you. People don't want to do things alone. A powerful, powerful word in our business and what we do is the word let's. Let us. Let's do it together. Instead of saying, you need to detox, let's detox together. That is a powerful, powerful word in our industry. So start saying, hey, let's do this together. People want to be part of a community. They want to be part of something where they're getting this support. They have a shoulder to cry when it's really tough during detox week and they get a little headache. But we can drink a little more water. have a quarter cup of coffee to take the edge off. You'll be just fine. It only lasts a day. So the bottom line is, I think that's it. Community sells, and just let people know that you're in it with them, that you're not just like the kingpin leader and they're like out there, you know what I mean, running it. Let's do it together. Let's go grocery shopping together. Allow me to help you. Let's set our families up to win in the new year with healthy nutritional habits for our entire families. Like, those are some things that I talk about a lot on social media. It's not just like, okay, you all ate too much and you need to detox, because that's pointing a finger. I like to bring it in the let's terms. Let's do it together.
I love that. Great. So everyone, make sure you write that down, the let's aspect. And then tomorrow or Wednesday, we're going to launch that blog on Jeunesse Global, and it will but I wrote the blog based upon why, like asking people the right questions. Why do you need to detox? How can we create a solution? So as you see how I wrote it and we present it, this is training for how you can deliver the content in your own words based upon your own experience. Right. So the goal was for tonight to teach you some touch points. We've given you tons. You have the theme, you have the offer, you have the blogs, you have the recipes, you have the new flyer we'll post tomorrow, you'll have the new detox blog coming the next couple of days. You leverage all of these videos that we're doing. Now, once you have these touch points centered around the theme and you know what you're saying, now we got to start thinking about how are you delivering the message. So what our action items for you, Renee and I's action items to everyone watching this right now, whether it's live or the replay, is you got to lay out 5 different action items. What does that mean? Right. How are you delivering the message? Renita said one already, Facebook Live. So Facebook Live is powerful. That's 1. 2 could be calling people. 3 could be texting people. 4 could be emailing people. And then 5 could be doing live home parties. Those are 5 different marketing messages where you're taking all of these different marketing assets and touch points to deliver one clear message on how to get lean in 2017 and showing people how to achieve that and enjoy their food and be part of something special.
Yeah, Mark, I love that. For me, it really is a combination of everything that you just said. Like, many times I don't just do Facebook Lives. I'll do a Facebook Live to point to my upcoming party that's going to be in 3 days. I'll do at the party, I talk about the grocery shopping adventure that we're going to be doing together. For me, I learned a long time ago in this industry, we really live party to party, right? Or opportunity to opportunity. So like meeting to meeting. So like my meeting this week is going to be pointing to my meeting next week. My meeting next week is pointing to Mark McDonald coming the following week. So everything points to the next experience that people can join in and be part of. So you don't have to just pick one. Sometimes I think people need, repetition is good for the developing mind, right? Mm-hmm. People need to hear it more than once, Mark. And so I think that if you're doing a Facebook Live saying, hey, you guys, get a group of people together and come on over to my house on Tuesday night. I saw a team of mine, Hillary and Mandy, you know these girls from out in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. They are actually going into a small private Catholic school, and they're getting all the teachers on an 8-week run experience.
I love Hillary and Mandy. Big shout out to them.
Woo! I love those girls. And so they're such winners. They basically went into a school. They're targeting marketing teachers because they come on, you guys, they're educating our youth. We want them well. We want them healthy and vital. And so that's a target market that they decided to go after. And I thought, what a great 8-week experience where they're going to take them through the products, the grocery shopping, the recipe, and the community that's going to be created weekly with their meetings that they're doing at this school, the weighing and measuring. I mean, it's going to be a fun experience for the whole group, and I expect great results there. But that's just one avenue that they've decided to tap into, which I thought was fabulous.
So, I mean, what I love about what we're doing is this. I think we both get annoyed when people talk about easy. You know, it's not easy to live the program. No. It's simple concepts. If you can implement the simplicity of it, you can win. It's not easy to build a business, guys. If you get a great transformation and you want to just share it for fun, that could be easy because people are just commenting, yeah, do this, and you can do well. You can, based on your goals on that. But if you want to build something special, if you want to lead a movement, you got to roll your sleeves up a little bit. That's why we wanted these business building webcasts, because that's what you need. Why do we do weekly webcasts? Because as someone sharing it, building it, you need a place to point to get your tools so that you're seeing how it's winning. And as I said, we're starting to bring guests on this. We needed to get enough archives in so you're starting to see the flow before we start bringing guests on. But starting new year, every week, or at least every other week, we're going to have a highlight person in a different state who's rocking it. And Renita and I will interview them to show. And that's what we're leading here. So forget the word easy. Understand it takes some work. And if you can implement these strategies, you're going to win. So simple. You need at least 7 touch points. For people to really act, typically they need 7 different touch points. We've shared that. You need to start laying out the 5 different, at least 5 ways that you feel that you can communicate from a marketing perspective with your database. Facebook Live, live events, texting, blogging, calling them, emailing them. These are all different ways where you could just say, hey, there's a great, have you detox? Here's a great blog. Hey, we talked about detox last week. Do you want to see what the recipe is? You can actually eat egg whites and they're like a pancake, and you can show them the egg white banana pancake. These are just ideas. So as we wrap up, Renita, what would you like, because we don't have a webcast next week, so we're looking 2 weeks. What would you like every single person who's live right now, or that they're going to be watching this as a replay, to take on these next 2 weeks?
I just say, Mark, I'm going to spin off what you just said. Leadership works. This is network marketing. And sometimes we don't call ourselves network marketers, but I actually enjoy the term because I feel like I'm a servant leader is what I do. I get out and serve and bless others. The reality is we've got to go to work if you're serious about this. I agree with you. Sometimes we just take those simple before and afters, and you might have some people that just cling to you because of that before and after that you've posted. You might develop a couple customers out of the deal, but to really grow a long-term legitimate business, you're right, Mark. You got to roll up your sleeves. You got to go to work. Do you know how many times I've had a party and 0 people have showed up? 0. Okay, so even though people think, oh, Renita Brandon, she's helped us stay to lose 63,000 pounds of fat, there's been many times where Scott and I were looking at one another, or maybe just my mom showed up. But then, you know what, the next week, maybe I got 12 people. One week I had 86 people in my living room. But it's not always like that. You weather the storm in leadership, but people, they want to know that they can trust you as a leader in this industry. If you're really living the plan, if you're passionate about it, if that passion and that belief turns to conviction, where you're saying, you know what, this is the real deal, and all families need to be living this way. I want to show other moms, dads, families how to get their health in check, because this is gold, man. This is gold. When I talked to somebody, they said, I wish I would have known this before my kids left my house. I'm like, we have a huge opportunity to get out there and radically shift the course. Have you guys ever just Googled, what's that thing called, Mark, where I'll have to post it. It's a numbers thing where it basically shows the obesity in the country going up and up, and the overweight people. It's anyway, I'll find it and I'll post it on the Zen Project 8 Facebook page. But when you see that number and that increase, I honestly believe with Mark McDonald in this lifetime, we are going to shift that number and see that number start to go down. We are so blessed to be part of this community, to have Mark McDonald. We are so blessed to know what we know and do what we do. Do you guys get this? So it's really up to us to get to work, because leadership works, and we got to get to work. I mean, that's the biggest message. It's an opportune time between now and really all through January. People are going to be looking for what we have, and then February they're going to be looking for us because their diet that they went on because they didn't get involved with us. I just had a gal inbox me yesterday. She said, I went on isogenetics and I lost 10 pounds and I gained it back, and I'm miserable and I'm breaking out with acne and my kids can't eat this stuff. And she's like, what should I do? I think I should probably do that PFC every 3 that you told me about 6 months ago. Well, let's go, baby. Right? So I got a one-on-one with her this week. So in my life, I set up a combination of not just my parties and Facebook Lives. I do a lot of one-on-one, actually going into a person's home, talking to the husband and wife, many times getting them both to do a Zen Project 8-week run, because when they're doing it together, man, there's power and unity there in that house, right? And then they can permeate that through their whole families. But I say, you guys, we are so blessed and highly favored to know this guy, to know what we know, and to do what we do. So live that, believe that, get conviction about it, and let's get out there and shift obesity in 2017. I'm super fired up, Mark.
Yeah, I love it. And Renita, let's just be, we're all blessed to know you. It's all of us. It's all of us leading this movement together, because you are one of the greatest health pros in the entire industry. So we're all blessed to know each other. And the 2 biggest things you just said, I want to share, I want to tap on real quick, and then we can wrap it up, everyone, and talk about what we're doing in January. The first thing is when you talked about someone else coming back to you. I want everyone to write down this word: consistency, consistency, consistency. When people know me from 1999, if you know me, my message has not changed. I've evolved. I gotten smarter, sharper. I've learned more, but I have not changed my core fundamentals. I bet you everyone watching right now can list multiple hands of people you know who keep changing their message.
Right.
What people look for is consistency of message.
Yes.
So that's why someone, Renita, well, Renita, that sounds good, but this person told me I could drop all this weight and get great results. Okay, go for it. Renita stays consistent with her message. Guess what? They come back. Never change the core belief of who you are. A lot of other people, they want fast money. They want this. They want that. There's no integrity in that. Be true to who you are. Stay with high integrity. Be consistent with your message. It makes the biggest difference because that's how we change the world. And then the last thing, you talked about the 0 people. In year 2000, I printed out, we booked a room for 200 people. I thought it was going to be packed. We did 1,000 flyers. I had 2 people come, and they were both friends of mine. That was it. That was my first big failure of events. I've had many, guys. It's okay. We get stronger. We get better. We get smarter. We keep making a difference together.
Yeah, I love that, Mark. I agree. Weather the storm. Hey, the thing is, I'm going to hold it up here to see if you guys can see it, okay? You guys ready? I'm going to show you something. And if you're not motivated by this, I don't know what's going to motivate you. Mark, you tell me if you, maybe you won't be able to see it. Oh.
A little bit. Yeah, we can see it there.
Can you see overweight? Where it says the overweight. Look at that number, guys, how that goes up.
1 billion.
Sometimes I look at that number going up, and I'm not kidding. I let it penetrate my heart, and I actually break down in tears, and I cry because I think we can do something about this. What are we waiting for? That's called Worldometers. The number of obese people in the world, 667, 641, 857, 858, 859, 860. Just while I'm talking to you, we know better than to have malnourished populations where they're starving and obese populations. What is going on? We got it. We got the message. We just got to get out there and share it, you guys. We are blessed to be a blessing. So Merry Christmas to you. Let's get out and rock it.
I love it. So everyone, next week we don't have a webcast. We're going to kick it off January 2nd. January 2nd, Renita and I will be right here. That's Monday night. Then I fly right to North Dakota, and we officially launch our tour of Get Lean in 2017 in Bismarck, North Dakota. We're going to kick it all off there, and the tour just gets better and better. We have 3 dates already set. We're working on the other dates. So it's January 3rd, Bismarck, then South Dakota, then Billings, Montana, many more to come. And everyone, January 2nd is when we take our next movement of Get Lean in 2017 to the next level. I want to personally wish everyone, in our house, we celebrate Christmas and Hanukkah. I married an amazing Jewish lady, Abby Landau McDonald. Hope and Hunter, we have the I can't even speak right now. We got our Christmas tree. We have the menorah. We got the whole family. They get the best of both worlds. But whatever you celebrate, have the merriest Christmas, happy Hanukkah, happy holidays. We love you, and thank you for being part of it.
We love you. I believe, Mark. See my shirt. I believe.
I love that. We got our red on together. Woo! And hey, please rewatch these 3 webcasts so you start planning out marketing campaigns so you're starting to see the flow, because this is just the beginning. Every campaign we do, we're going to be doing it like this. Everyone, thank you. Mwah. Giving you massive hugs from Atlanta, Georgia. I think, Chris, we're out. Thanks, Renita.
Bye-bye.